The epic story of Odysseus, the greatest journey in Greek mythology. More than 3,000 years ago, the ancient Greeks told a story so powerful that it still inspires movies, books, and video games today. It is the story of one man's impossible journey home, a journey filled with monsters, gods, magic, and endless danger. This is the story of Odysseus. Odysseus was the king of Ithaca, a small island in Greece. He was not the strongest warrior of his age, nor the fastest, but he possessed something even more valuable: intelligence. While heroes like Achilles were famous for their strength, Odysseus became legendary for his clever mind. When the Trojan War began, Odysseus joined the Greek armies and fought for 10 long years. According to legend, it was Odysseus who came up with the idea of the famous Trojan horse, a giant wooden horse hiding Greek soldiers inside. The Trojans brought the horse into their city, believing it was a gift. During the night, the hidden warriors emerged, opened the gates, and Troy fell. The war was over. But for Odysseus, the real adventure was only beginning. He gathered his ships and sailed home to Ithaca, where his wife Penelope and his son Telemachus had been waiting for years. It should have been a simple journey. Instead, it became a nightmare that lasted another 10 years. Early in his voyage, Odysseus and his men landed on an island inhabited by the Cyclopes, giant one-eyed creatures. There they encountered Polyphemus, a monstrous Cyclops and son of the sea god Poseidon. Polyphemus trapped the Greeks inside his cave and began eating them one by one. Odysseus devised a daring plan. He gave the giant wine, and when Polyphemus asked for his name, Odysseus replied, "My name is Nobody." After the Cyclops fell asleep, Odysseus and his men blinded him with a sharpened stake. As the giant screamed for help, the other Cyclopes asked who had attacked him. Polyphemus shouted, "Nobody is hurting me," and so no one came to help. It was a brilliant trick, but Odysseus made one fatal mistake. As his ship sailed away, he proudly revealed his true name. Enraged, Polyphemus prayed to his father, Poseidon, asking the god to curse Odysseus. From that moment on, the sea itself became his enemy. Odysseus faced storm after storm. He encountered the enchantress Circe, who transformed his men into animals. He sailed past the deadly Sirens, whose songs lured sailors to destruction. To resist their voices, Odysseus ordered his men to plug their ears with wax, while he had himself tied to the mast of the ship. He journeyed into the Underworld and spoke with the spirits of the dead. He survived the terrible monsters Scylla and Charybdis, one a many-headed beast, the other a gigantic whirlpool capable of swallowing entire ships. Then came Calypso, a mysterious goddess who fell in love with Odysseus and kept him on her island for 7 years. 7 years. But despite immortality, comfort, and endless luxury, Odysseus longed for only one thing: home. Finally, the gods took pity on him and allowed him to continue his journey. After 20 years away, 10 years at war, and 10 years wandering, Odysseus at last returned to Ithaca. But his home had changed. Many powerful men believed Odysseus was dead and were trying to marry Penelope and seize his kingdom. Disguised as a beggar, Odysseus entered his own palace unnoticed. Then, with the help of his son Telemachus, he revealed his identity and defeated the suitors in one final battle. At last, husband and wife were reunited. The long journey was over. The Odyssey is more than an ancient myth. It is a story about perseverance, intelligence, loyalty, and the universal human desire to return home. Across thousands of years, people continue to see themselves in Odysseus, a man who faced impossible challenges, made mistakes, endured suffering, and never gave up. And that is why the legend of Odysseus still lives today.